Hey guys, Tyler here, and thanks for checking out this video. And I'm back yet again with more pet tames here for your hunter in World of Warcraft. All of these pets in this video, which there are 10 or more, there are several different color variants in this particular video, will be available to all three hunter specs, so whether you play Survival, Marksman, or Beast Mastery, I've got you covered. And this video is going to be very special. It's almost going to be a gift to you guys. I'm actually celebrating my wedding as of recording this video, and once it is uploaded, I'm probably already married. So what the heck, let's go ahead and get to the video and let me know what pets you want from this one down below. Let's get started.
Mr. Eggplant presents.
So the first pet on this list is going to be the Ungoran Protohorn. So to tame Direhorns, you do have to get the item Ancient Tome of Dinomancy, which is found all the way out in Pandaria, in Kunlai Summit, well, I guess just north of Kunlai Summit, I should say, in the Isle of Giants. And then down on the south edge of the island, there'll be all of these Dinomancers, and it's like a 1% chance, but I didn't have any problems getting it on any of my hunters. After putting this video together, I realized I did not show you guys where these Direhorns are. So they are in Dragon Isles, and they are in Thaldraszus. Whenever you're looking at your map, if you see the words Tierhold on the map, you go just south of that, and it's just on one of the ledges there. There are a couple of different options for Direhorns, and also some other beasts, including some of those runic turtles. So here, this one is the Jade. There's another Jade over here. Let's jump on the mount real quick. I know at least all of them. I think all of them are up right now. I have, let's see, a Jade there. Over there, we have a Slate. It looks like Slate or Amber. There's another Jade. And then here is Undasta's mount. There we go. So there are all three options here. So Jade's there. Over there appears to be Slate. And then we've got the Amber here, and then finally Undasta's is right here. So this is actually going to be the one I'm going to tame for this video. Boink! So he will rush you, but you can go ahead and just tame Beast after that, and it's not a big deal. These are absolutely beautiful. I love the Direhorns. I kind of wish I played a Zandalari just to have them aboard. I believe if you are a Zandalari, you don't need the tome. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. So there is the Direhorn I am picking up. I will actually put Horridon, which is the second boss in Throne of Thunder, on this list as well. It'll be probably a little bit later on down, but I hope you guys will pick up one of these. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know which color of Direhorn you want. No! Just kidding. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out pet number 2. And coming in at number 2 is going to be the Treasure Whiskers, which is a semi-rare that you can find in the Sniff and Seeker special events that you can do at least one time a week here in Loam in the Zarlet Cavern. So you come here to Loam and you find your friend Merit. I don't remember if you have to do any of the quests or not with the Loam Niffin. I hope you don't, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to double check on that for you guys. But you get the one map a week. You can also get a map from doing the weekly of the 1500 rep with the Loam Niffin, or if you have extra barter bricks or boulders, you can go buy a different map from the barter boss himself. But this is going to be for a giant eared, almost like Mickey Mouse style eared mouse. So let's go ahead and start our next dig, but I can't because I haven't given him the dig map yet. So let me go ahead and do that. I use that near him, and then we'll now go on our Sniff and Seeking adventure, and Merit will be our guide. So there are I think there's 12 different versions that you can see. It's kind of random, but we're going to go ahead and pop down into a cave here, and the easiest thing that I've found is to go ahead and clear the cave for whatever it wants you to do, and then go back through and find your treasure with. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up Merit. I'm going to go ahead and finish this this little area, and then we'll go find our prize. So since we're over here, I'm actually going to go ahead and try and see if our treasure Whiskers is over here, which it looks like it most likely will be. So you have to have Merit picked up, and then you use the second ability, which is going to be Sniff. And then it will, if there's something nearby, it will find it here. And then you hit number 1 for Burrow, and then you burrow over to it, and then you use our new number 2 ability. go ahead and do that. And what do you know? There is our treasure whiskers. And it kind of has a little bit of gold coins following after it. So this is the treasure whiskers itself. Very cool. So let me put our merit down real fast. So most of the time, this is purple for me. I'd say like, I don't know, 80% of the time. But another like 20% or so, it's like a really gold looking treasure whiskers. Very cool. I actually prefer the gold. So I'm not going to tame this guy, but I hope you guys will add this one to your collection. It took me a few tries, but I wanted to make sure and show you guys what the golden version of the treasure whisker looks like. So I prefer this version. As you can see, it's got kind of the gold around the ears, little dots on the back, and the tail. This one, like I said, is my personal favorite of the two. There is a blue option as well, but I don't currently think it is tameable. That may change in future patches, though. So let me know whichever color you guys go pick up of the treasure whiskers. And the next pet on my list is going to be a rather easy one to find, which is going to be the Shiverweb Crawler, which is found just behind me there. And it is in the Azure Span down in this kind of icy area. There is a bunch of quests that come down here. It's just to the east of the Azure Archives. And this is a pretty unique looking brand new mob here for Dragonflight. So there are a couple of different colors as you see here. There's a dark variant that's over there. There is a ice blue here, and then there's kind of like I don't know, kind of like a jade-ish dark green, hunter green colored ice spider. So the one I'm after is actually going to be the base one, which is the light blue ice one. So let's go ahead and tame that for our very own. There is nothing necessarily special about this mob, but whenever I saw this in the PTR for Dragonflight, I knew I had to have one. So I actually already have one over on Greeley. Didn't put it in a video before, but I'm finally adding it to this video. I absolutely love this thing. They did such an amazing job. I'm not usually one to really enjoy the spiders, but this one is a good exception. So I am going to name mine, I believe I'm going to name it Snow Cone or something like that. If you guys go pick up one of these spiders, regardless of what color, there are 3 options, like I said, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you name yours. And let's go ahead and check out the next pet on my list. And it's going to be a 2-for-1, and they're both going to be undead pets. You see them behind me. One is the Risen Ohana, and then the other is the Risen Bakar. And these were data mined way back at the very beginning of Dragonflight, and I knew I just had to add them to my collection. And perfect for this time of year here in October because it's spooky season. So to tame undead pets, you do have to do a little bit of legwork over in Maldraxxus. I believe you only have to do it on one character though, because I've never done that on Mechanome here, and I have it unlocked for him. So, you need the item Simple Tome of Bone Binding, and I will put a link to that item in the description of this video. But let's go ahead and tame these guys for our very own. So they are a spectral version of the Bakar, I guess. Well, I guess it wasn't actually Bakar back then, but it was the Infernal Hound that was added back in, I believe, Cataclysm. So it does keep that spectral look. Super cool. I love the extra little like soul resonance coming from the pet itself. So let's go ahead and dismiss this one real quick. Please let me know what you guys think I should name this as well. And then let's go ahead and go pick up our other pet. Feels bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and tame this one for our very own. Kill this guy for good measure. Sorry, buddy. Alright, and now let's go ahead and take a look at our other trophy here. Oh, kind of a hard spot to see this. I really like the extra bandage look. Oh, I see that Bakar already respawned. Okay, so that's cool. You can get them pretty quickly here. But just like the Bakar, this bird does keep that, like, I don't know, essence. Looks like an essence of death, I guess you could say, on it. Very cool. It's a very nice model. And both of these are found here in Tirakai in the Onaran Plains. I hope you guys will go pick up one of these for your very own. Please let me know what I should name it or what you name it if you do pick yours up. Let's go ahead and check out the next pet on my list. And the next pet on my list is going to be Tenok, which is going to be a purple dire raptor that's found here in the Stone Talon Mountains. So I do have 3 different Stone Talon Mountain rares on my list for this video. I hope you guys will at least go check out one of them. I always like this raptor design over any of the others. This is my personal favorite, other than I guess Raban, which is in one of my other videos as well. But let's go ahead and tame Tenok here. This one I think has like a 2-hour respawn. It was added in 5.2 as well, but absolutely beautiful. I mean, maybe I have a soft spot for all these purple models since purple is Haley's favorite color, but it has like that yellowish orange, like almost fiery looking eyes. It's kind of an old, outdated model now, but there's just some appeal of this that I really appreciate. This model was added in BC, and you'll see a lot of this model over in Blades Edge Mountains if you're wanting different colors. Now, let's go ahead and check out the next pet on my list. And the next pet on my list is one of my favorites. In fact, I have another video already on my channel on how to get the elusive Rhymeclaw bear, which is the seafoam green / purple variant of this. But the next pet on my list is going to be Frostjaw, and I think they did an absolute amazing job with this model. And of course, this is the 30th anniversary mount as well, so that's probably one of the main reasons it looks so good. And I believe that one is Snowstorm. Yeah, there we go. Let's pop on Snowstorm real quick. So as you can see, it's the exact same model as the mount, just minus all of the adornments and armor. But I want to add this one to my collection. It is a beautiful creature after all. So unfortunately, it does not keep its name. So you do get to name it whatever you'd like. It is just a random vignette rare, I believe. It's actually for one of the quests. So let's go ahead and pop this guy out here. Please let me know what I should be naming the new bear here. Probably some snow pun would be pretty cool, I'd have to say. But I kind of forgot to tell you where it was. So it is right up here in the Azure Span, just to the east of Theron's Watch in Azure Span, or you see the A in Thaldraszus, you go straight south from there. I don't like to double dip very often as Frostjaw just respawned behind me, so super easy to get. But I will put a link to the elusive Rhymeclaw bear video down below. And the next pet on my list is going to be a Ravager named Kalixx, which is actually behind me here. And it is found in the Badlands. This is actually the first time I've ever seen this pet, believe it or not, in between New Kargath and the Angor Fortress here in the updated version of the Badlands. So we don't see Ravagers too much here on the channel. I think there's only been one before this, but let's go ahead and tame this guy. I've never actually seen this one, so it's pretty cool. It's like that lime green color. It's a cool looking model, and this was added in 5.2. There we go. You can see that. It's got that lime green, kind of like that maroonish purple magenta color, I guess you could say, on the bottom and then on the spikes on top. But this was something that was added, much like Bushtail in this video, that was added in 5.2, and they revamped a lot of these old zones with new tameable named mobs for hunters. So I hope you guys will go collect this one, and let's check out the next pet on my list. And I didn't mean for there to be 3 pets from the Stone Talon Mountains in this one video, but here we are. So I was finishing up trying to actually go fly all the way over here to pick up Tenok for this video, but I did manage to find both Goldenback and then also Khep-Re. I'm sure I'm saying that completely wrong, but it is one of the scarab models that was added in 5.1. So we have some other scarabs that have been on my channel in previous videos, those being, there is one down here in Duskwallow Marsh, which is going to be Roth Salam, and then there's also one in the Southern Barrens, which is, let's see here, where is it? The Silithid Harvester. So this is going to be the same style of Silithid model, but let's go ahead and tame this guy for our very own. And it is kind of dark right now, but as you can see, it's got that, I think it's actually a red and a silver. We'll check this out here in just one second, get him into some proper light, but I hope you guys will go add this one to your collection, and let's move on to the next pet after I show you guys what this one looks like. Alright, so I made it back to the inn in Valdrakken, and there you can see this guy in all its beauty. It's got the silver, and then it's got the red base with the little bit of like almost like a jade looking inlay there. Pretty cool stuff. I always have a soft spot for these Silithids as well. Just brings me back to those classic days. I hope you guys will go pick this one up for your very own, and now let's go ahead and move on to the next pet in the list. And the next pet on my list is going to be Bushtail. And Bushtail is actually right behind me right now. It's a blue-gray fox, and it is found here in the Elwyn Forest. And it is one of many, many rares that was added to the revamped vanilla zones in 5.2. So let's go ahead and get this guy tamed. He doesn't have a unique model. There is a few different versions of this throughout the early leveling zones for Alliance players, but it's a very cool model, and as you can see there, it's got those bloody, keep turning around here, there we go, got those blood red eyes, very cool, very similar to Lightning Paw that's down in Duskwood, just to the south of us here, but it does keep its name, so it does have that Bushtail name. But let's go ahead and check out the next pet on my list. And the final pet on my list, like I said earlier, is going to be Horridon. And Horridon is the second boss in the Throne of Thunder raid. So to get to the Throne of Thunder, you first have to get out to the Isle of Thunder. There is a few quests that kind of get out here. I don't remember if they are still in the game or not, but you will want to look for a quest. They're going to be around the Shadowpan Garrison, and there will eventually be just to the south of that. There will be a little encampment with a portal, and the portal takes you to the Isle of Thunder. You don't actually fly here. In fact, you cannot fly here, just so you know. But Horridon, like I said, is the second boss here in the Throne of Thunder raid. One of my personal favorite of all of the raids. And let's go ahead and just tame him real quick. And just so you know, this does drop a mount potentially as well. So this one does keep all of the armor that's on there. Super cool looking Direhorn. So I've taken out the boss, so that means the final boss is wanting to jump down here in just a second. I've kind of screwed up his plans. But I hope you guys will add this one to your collection. And let me know, what are you going to name it? But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Consider subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. I updated my Mog too. What do you guys think now that I am playing a Horde Orc character? So let me know down below. Let this guy try to stab me and miss. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, guys, get out of here. Holes.